Greetings, the Astro 30 here yet again, and I've got a compact disc player to look at today. It's a Technics PJ28, and the complaint is it doesn't read discs, and I have confirmed that, but I'll plug it in, find a disc, and we'll see what it does. Don't know why it does that. Yeah, it doesn't even spin. Interesting. Let me try another disc. Yeah, that hardly even spun at all. It sounds like the disc table is scraping. That's not spinning freely at all. Okay. Oh, you bitch. Okay. Take the disc table disc clamp off. It's already unscrewed. If I can get the bloody thing out. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I took the clamp out of its retainer. Spins a lot freer. So I don't know why it's not spinning free in the actual assembly. I just want to see if the laser is actually working. Apparently, that's a bit of light. Greetings, the Astro 30 here yet again with nothing on my desk. Alright, I've been the Astro 30. If you've enjoyed this video, no, I'm not serious. Wait just 1 second. Some magic is about to happen. Voila. I have sitting on the desk here, it's a Sansui compact disc player CD V1000, and I'm not really a fan of Sansui equipment lately. It's a single disc unit, so it's a fairly basic run-of-the-mill CD player, and I bought it from the Mornington tip shop for $10 parts only. Originally it had 25 on it. I can see they've written over the top of it. Now, because they were having a 50% off everything in the store, I only paid $5 for it. Now, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what its problem is. There's no information being written like what its fault is, where it doesn't read disc, where it doesn't power up, whatever. Only thing I do know is they've cut the bloody cord off, which is going to make for testing this a little bit more awkward. So what I need to do is first I need to, well, take the lid off, see what we can see inside, and then we're going to find a way of getting power to it, then test it's electrically safe to plug directly into the wall, and then find out what its actual fault is. So Now I'm going to get to removing some screws. Alright, take your top off. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Ooh, it's relatively clean inside. So there's a good look inside. This is the main circuit board, and it's even marked. We've got digital to analog here. So at least Sansui were nice and said that this is the D to A converter. Towards the front of the board were these two large chips, so you can't see this other one that says logic control. That's a better shot of the two chips. That's a pretty large chip. That looks like the main. It's actually a Sony chip too. Get my big meat hooks out the way. Look at that. It's a Sony CXP5016H. Okay. This other chip down here is also a Sony. It's a CXA 1082B. Up here is another Sony chip. The CXK5816P N-12L. They've got a separate board over here where the power comes into, and it looks like where the power cord comes in, it's just soldered to two little solder tags on the board, which makes changing the cord a little bit easier. So there's our disk transport assembly. So without plugging in the thing into power, which I'm going to find difficult at the moment, I'm not going to be able to find anything else out, am I? Although this looks like I can wind this out by hand, which is always a nice feature. There we go. Sweet. Turning the unit around, I just noticed this ground wire is not screwed to where it should be, which is down there. This has been apart before. There's a screw missing. Don't know if that's what the fault would be. I doubt it, because that's part of the digital to analog converter circuitry. That's just a ground. But it could be affecting the digital circuits too. And that'll be something I'll have to address after I fix this cord. I'm going to just put a new one on it, regardless of whether the unit works or not. It's a lot safer that way. I'm just going to take the back panel off to do it, just so I can get this clamp out. Alright, don't know how much you're going to see, but I shouldn't have to remove that cable tie. I'm going to unsolder the cable or the power lead off of the supply board here, filter board, whatever you want to call it. Might work better if it was still screwed in. Right, I'm going to actually unsolder the cable from the board. Makes it easy to pull the clamp out. I think that's wrapped around it. So maybe unsoldering it would be a waste of time. Plan B, I'm going to cut it, because I'll wait for it to be out of my way so I can fix it properly and actually unsolder the leads. I hate these type of clamps, they're a pain in the ass. Oops. Oh, that did something. There we go. One extracted cable clamp. So now I can move this back panel a bit further out of the way, I think. Yes, I can. I'll probably put that screw back in that I took out and see if I can address these wrapped wires. Oops, the insulation just came off. Not quite what I wanted to do, but yeah. Now, I've got to be careful because this is going to pull it up off the circuit board too. That's one. There's insulation. Jeez, I really wrapped that on there well. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this board out and I'm going to make sure these are soldered properly on the other side now and put heat through it. I mean, they look fine, but I might as well touch up the other joints whilst I'm here too, because they don't look all the best. That one's a bit cracked now. Am I wasting my time? Probably. I mean, it's only $5. It wasn't that expensive. It's not going to break the bank or anything. This could be a complete waste of time, but you never know with shit like this. Alright, now I can put the board back in. Okay, I got a data plug. It's just a figure 8 one. I bought this from the Glenorchy tip shop last week, I think, for about, well, I think it was $3 or something. I'll just cut the end off and strip it back, and you know, there we go. Cut the old wire out. Put the new wire in, noisy kids. Give myself enough wire. Yeah, cool. Get in there, there we go. One new mains cord. Now I've got to do is solder it to the PCB. And of course my live and neutral are around the wrong way. I'm going to get rid of that cable tie. Always put a new one on it. So, I know you guys can't see much, but well, it's not all that exciting. It should be good. Do the same for the neutral. Ow, that's hot. Just have to be, the bastard. Okay. There we go, new cord is on. So now it's just a matter of putting the back panel on. See if I can find a screw for that loose ground, and then I can test it. Although I've got a little bit, probably too much cable now. Just have to bend the cable around so it's admits. That should be fine. Alright, got it hooked up to the dim bulb just for safety. It's a long time since I've actually seen a CD player with a linear power supply. I've just noticed something over here too. Look at all this circuit glue that's started to go really brown or blackish. Yeah, not a good start. Alright, turn the dim bulb on, turn the unit on, see what it does. Well, the drawer closed, display lights up. That's interesting. Although it's constantly flashing 0, it's not doing anything else. Let's see. Drawer opens. Alright, I'll go find a CD. Got a CD. It's only a burnt one. Yeah. Right, well, it doesn't even spin the disc. Which is great. Yep, there's no disc spin. Right, I pulled the disc clamp out so I can see the laser. So we'll see what happens when I close the tray. Yeah, it's not even trying to bounce up and down. I also cannot see any laser. I took the main PCB out just to check joints and stuff. It probably won't fix anything, but it's worth a try. Another Sony chip. Around this regulator IC is a bit of crusty joints. I did measure on the top side there is a minus and a plus 5 volt regulator IC, and both are outputting minus and plus 5 volts respectively. However, yeah, some of these joints don't look all that crash hot, so I'm going to go through and resolder the ones that look dodgy, and yeah, we'll see what happens. No dice, I'm afraid. Possible we've got a dud laser and probably a, well, I'm not sure if the spindle motor even works. I mean, it could be a dud spindle motor and a dud laser. I don't think there's anything seriously wrong with the PCB. I don't know. But someone's had this apart because these two screws that hold the CD mechanism in are stripped. Go figure. Alright. Well, there's not much I can do with this because, well, it doesn't read a disc, it doesn't even spin the disc, which is kind of a problem. Greetings, the Astro 30 here yet again with something else to look at that has a fault apparently. This is a Knack CD player for, they really have a weird naming convention for their models. But okay, what's their tape deck called? TC4, TC1, TC2? Anyway, CD player here, and apparently the fault with this is it does not read discs. So, I don't need a dim bulb for this. So without any further ado, I'm going to take the lid directly off so we can see what the mechanism is doing. Well, bonus, there's already a disc in it. Don't know what it is. Disc 2 of something. Yeah, anyway. Let's turn it on and see what the disc does. It's not even spinning the disc up. Well, that's up there. This looks like this is going to be unrepairable as well. Where's the eject? yeah, it's not even. It's not even doing anything. Alright, we'll pop the disc clamp off and I'll have a look at what the laser is doing. Alright, disc table and disc are out of the way. I'll just turn on and see what the laser does. Well, it is trying to do something. Because if I force this to reread and you look down there at that laser, the laser is actually still functioning. It's just that the disc spindle motor is not spinning more than just a little kick. So yeah, I don't really hold out much hope for this thing either, but yeah, okay.